So for a quick run through, here is the progress report for the Simulink. So starting off with Simulink, um, we were basically utilizing signal blocks, and creating algorithms, taking into account discrete and continuous systems, and generally like modifying dynamic systems, which are of course systems that utilize or systems that are based on mathematical models and equations. So basically, what I did was several like actions involving creating an input block, which then leads to the block based on the mathematical model, which then of course ends with the output. So it was really heavily more on analyzing signals, and in addition to that, we also did the Simscape on ramp, which, contrary to the dynamic systems, this was more on physical systems. So we were creating block diagrams of physical items or real world items such as resistors, capacitors, and also the mechanical aspects such as pipes and valves and etc. So instead of creating these like input and then output systems, it was really more on creating somewhat of like a blueprint of these real world items and then simulating them to get the results or the desired results, and also adding like values to each of these items. And for me, the discussion on the challenges, so the challenge was, it was easy to simulate and create the block diagrams, but the challenge was probably more on the theoretical side, like understanding how these mechanical systems affect one another, which result to the desired output. So that was quite hard to understand. And notes to myself, for me, it's definitely to not solely like limit my MATLAB knowledge on like feedback systems or like anything solely related to my course, but also to expand my knowledge on other topics, which such as the physics, physics behind the Simscape and etc. So it's also good to understand how physical systems work, so that we have an idea on what we can create, especially when it comes to real world situations.